All right, a Victor Osimhen transfer decision to Manchester United has been made. Welcome to the United Matters channel, and it's coming in through from a journalist known as Dean Jones, and he's been revealing to us that United have come up and obviously made a decision on which striker they've gone ahead obviously want to bring in. Remember, Man United has always gone ahead obviously look at very many strikers. We've been linked to very many, but looks like there is one that they are obviously capitalizing on. Now we are powered by Saint Maria Goretti SS Katende. You understand? Saint Maria SS Goretti, Saint Maria Goretti SS Katende. Registration in progress for S1s, S2s, S3s, and S5s. So, if at all you want to register, you can register via their website that you see there onto that well-designed art piece, and you can email them onto that email. And if at all you feel like you want to call them, these are the numbers: +256 702 478 538. Then we also have +256 702 564 109, and the other two that you're really viewing vividly onto this screen in there. So if you have your sibling, your brother, your son, your sister, your daughter, your nephew, this is the best school to take your child to, because they do embrace religion, culture, and sports activities, and they do very many co-curricular activities. You can as well follow them on their TikTok at Saint Maria Goretti SS Katende, and you'll thank me later when you do that. That is it, coming in through from Saint Maria Goretti SS Katende, right? And you can as well check them out on their website, and the link for the admissions is into the description box below. That is Saint Maria Goretti SS Katende. We're also talking about Manuel Ugarte, and even Ruben Amorim has also had something to say. Now, the search for the striker at Manchester United is on, and very many people think that a striker is the problem, and I've always gone to let you know that it's not the problem. The striker is not the problem of Manchester United. Our creative department is really the problem. You remember the manager, there is a story I told you when we lost to Tottenham Hotspur, when the manager told us that the creative department is really not doing its job. And even yesterday, after drawing with Everton, Ruben Amorim had the following to say about that game. He said, yes, scoring is always a problem, but not only scoring, but also creating chances. We have to improve on that. So he is not hinting on us improving onto our scoring details, because he knows to it that the moment you create chances, you will obviously see to it that very many goals, careers cross the line. And that is what United should obviously embark on. Our chance creation should obviously be great. So the manager is like, scoring is not only the problem, but we also have problems when it comes to creativity. And we need to improve on creating chances, because if you are a high chance creating team, right? If you are a high chance creating team, I tell you, nothing can stop you from obviously getting to where you want to be in there for you. So a lot is really on the cards for the team known as Manchester United, and that's why the search for a striker is really being amplified and blown out of position, because that's what a person who doesn't know the game of football really thinks, that it's the problem for Man United. But if you ask me, I won't really agree that the problem of Manchester United is a player who a person who will cross the line. We have to first rectify the problems in our creativity, and then see to it that things have gone ahead, obviously move on. And Dean Jones has told us this story in the I think towards the weekend, and he read that Man United have decided to prioritize signing Victor Osimhen. That's what he has gone ahead to say. Now, United prioritizing bringing in Victor Osimhen speaks volumes. Why does it speak volumes? Because one, United has been so much linked to Victor Gyökeres. You know that very well. And Victor Gyökeres is one of those strikers that we've been looking at as a striker who will follow up onto the journey or the destination of the manager of Manchester United, Ruben Amorim, because he was his former coach at Sporting Lisbon. You understand? And As it is written all over the wall, the club of Manchester United is being linked to strikers, and Victor Osimhen is one of those that is being linked to Manchester United. And I really know he's a good striker, proven striker, but there are problems in us pursuing the striker to come in through. Though me personally, I don't think that bringing a striker will obviously be a solution. It won't be a solution. But I'll have to obviously bring you this story in detail and obviously give you my opinion. And he added and said, Osimhen is currently on more than £250,000 per week, and Manchester United are hopeful of convincing him to take a pay cut to fit him into the salary structure. Now, this is where United goes ahead to obviously beat my understanding. And I'm like, why are they doing this? Why are we going in for players to convince them obviously coming through and really take pay cuts? That means a player doesn't want to come at your club. If a player wants to come at your club, he will obviously dance to your tune. You don't need to convince him. We need players who are ready to die for this club, known for the money. We've signed very many players in the previous past who have always gone ahead to come in throughout Manchester United because of the money. You understand? And them coming in because of the money, you see what has gone ahead to happen. They don't die for the club. And my worry for Victor Osimhen coming in through is that he's going to be suffocated because our supply for the striker is not elite yet. So all I want us to do first is, one, we need to bring in two midfielders. I tell you, one should be playing into that double pivot with Manuel Ugarte, and another one should be playing into the creative midfield. If we get in those, I tell you, all will be okay. And Victor Osimhen, by the way, should be the last signing for the club of Manchester United if we've gone ahead to decide to prioritize him over the likes of Victor Gyökeres. But I would go in for Ederson first, you understand? And I would look in for Florian Wirtz, which other player? There is Mitoma in there. There are very many other players that can play into that number 10 position of Manchester United to create lots of chances and obviously see to it that we really look as a threat when you're playing against such teams. So I think the problem is in the midfield. You rectify the double pivot, Ederson in, and one other number 10 in. I think that will be good to go. You bring in Kenda. I had forgotten even Kenda. If you get in Kenda, Giovanni Kenda, you get in Ederson, you get in another number 10, and then you bring in a striker in the names of Victor Osimhen. That will be a very beautiful plan for the club of Manchester United in the summer. But I tell you, the moment we don't improve onto that creative department, we are done. Because even if you bring in Osimhen, who is really clinical in obviously doing what he does, I tell you, it won't matter. It won't matter anymore, because he will be in a graveyard shift. He will be so isolated, as you've gone ahead to see Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zirkzee, even Chido Obi Martin, when they brought him on in the game of Everton, and he played close to 20 minutes in that game. You know what happened? Did he even get any clear-cut chance? He didn't. Did they really bring a ball to him? No ball was brought to Chido Obi Martin. So, I tell you, it's really very, 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 very deadly for Man United to spend £65 million on a striker first. Yet we know to it that that is not the primary problem affecting Manchester United. The primary problem affecting Manchester United is the creativity. Let's first solve the problem of creativity. Then any striker will score goals, even if it's Chido Obi Martin, Joshua Zirkzee, and Rasmus Højlund. By the way, we really have very many strikers that can really score goals, and people forget easily. Last season, this guy known as Rasmus Højlund scored 16 goals, and out of the 16 goals, I think only 6 were goals that came in through from assists from the players of Manchester United. 10 of those came in through from his individual brilliancy and reading the game. You understand? So it shows you that this guy can really score goals. How many chances has he missed? That is the huge question. So that is Victor Osimhen for you. Decision has been made, but the big problem is, with where we are, it should be money that should bring in Victor Osimhen at Manchester United to beat off competition from teams like Arsenal, Spurs, You can talk about Chelsea, Real Madrid, and very many other teams that need this player. Because Victor Osimhen, teams like Arsenal are going to be at his neck. Teams like Chelsea are going to be at his neck. Liverpool might also come in there because they need a striker. Madrid needs a striker. They might obviously show up. Bayern Munich need a striker. They might show up. PSG need a striker. They might also show up. Now, all those clubs are going to be playing the Champions League. And for Manchester United, we are not yet sure whether we're going to be playing the Champions League. And I don't think that Victor Osimhen will be okay with playing a second season. Is it even a third season? I think a second season in a row without playing the Champions League. Because this season, Napoli finished, the previous season, Napoli finished 13th and they couldn't qualify to play in the Champions League. That's why he's at Galatasaray on loan, has been playing the UEFA Europa League, and they've just gone ahead to be knocked out by AZ Alkmaar. So he would like to go to a team that plays in the Champions League. And if a Champions League team will be in competition with us, the only way we can obviously say he can come to Manchester United is by giving him more money than those other teams. But we wait and see how things are really going to be panning out for Victor Osimhen to Manchester United. And we are not looking good. We're not promising at all. You understand? But a team like Chelsea can easily convince him to go, and his price is really good. But 65 to 70 million pounds, Victor Osimhen and his reputation, I think that will be an absolute steal because we all know what he can do. This season at Galatasaray, he has gone ahead to play 7 games in the UEFA Europa League, 6 goals and 1 assist. Those are 7 goal involvements. In the league, he has played 18 games. He has 14 goals and 4 assists, meaning that in 35 games, he has gone ahead to score 20 goals and 5 assists. Those are 25 goal involvements for a player known as Victor Osimhen. 26 years of age. In December, he'll be clocking 27. That's another huge factor. Will United go in for another proven striker? That's it. We wait and see how things really pan out into the coming summer transfer window. But soon, we'll know who is the priority who will be the priority striker target for the club of Manchester United. Because when we enter March, things begin to open up a lot, you know. There is another story of Jonathan David that I've gone ahead to be following up, and I think tomorrow I'll come up here and broadcast it here for you. So, lastly, Manuel Ugarte went ahead to score, I think, his first goal for the club of Manchester United in the Premier League. Has Ugarte scored a goal for Man United yet in the Premier League before yesterday? Had he? Let me first cross-check here. All right, that's his first Premier League goal. You understand? And he has played 19 games for the club of Manchester United, 1 goal. It's the first goal of Manuel Ugarte in all competitions for the club of Manchester United. It came in at a very much needed time as a leveler, and I thought we could obviously maybe break the dreadlock, but we couldn't. You understand? And he took to his Instagram and said, we wanted to bring the win home, but it wasn't meant to be. Happy and proud of my first goal here. Let's focus on the next one. So, that is Manuel Ugarte for you. And the next one is obviously Ipswich. Not so? I think we are playing Ipswich. Let me check. Man United. What are we up to? What are we up to this week? This coming week? This coming week, we are, on Wednesday, we are playing Ipswich Town. That is on the 26th of February. That is it. So, Ipswich Town is coming up. I know the boys are really going to be ready. We need this win. We need this win. After getting this win, we will be 7 points off. We'll be 7 points from really saving ourselves from relegation fever. You know, if we hit 40 points, we will be good to go. That's what I had for you in here. Your reactions to Victor Osimhen to United transfer decision made are welcome in the comment section below. Bye-bye.